In this video, I am going to try and provide you with a few ideas that you can use to make a 4-post structure, something like this, a little stronger, and to prevent the roof from collapsing and falling onto the ground. I cannot tell you how many times I've came across a building that where the roof is intact, perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it, sitting on the ground, and people are like, "How? What the heck happened? Why would you build a roof and put it on the ground? That just doesn't make any sense." But if you had a picture of the area previously and you saw something like this, well, it might make a little more sense. Now, these buildings are not that strong, and when I say that, if I see a building like this, I walk up to it every once in a while and just see if I can move it. It doesn't take much to move a building like this, and I would imagine, wouldn't take much to push one over. You hit it with your car or something like that, and this thing's on the ground, and you're like, how did that happen? So reason for that is because there's no shear walls. There's no walls with siding or stucco on them. So if one of these walls, let's just go back, pan back here a little bit. If this had a wall or shear panel on it, plywood siding, and maybe a concrete foundation, then this part of it, you're not going to be able to push this section from right to left, but you'd be able to push it forward and backwards. It would move. So for this, I would recommend putting at least 2 walls, one on this side and then one on this side, to get a little more strength in a building like this. And of course, this is why a garage, you can have 3 walls on a garage like this and an opening. And if you just have an opening where you just have the walls, and there's not any other walls in here that are maybe 12 inches or something like that for a garage door, you can actually push these. I've done that before. You can this will move from right to left in the picture. So there, you can always install braces. These are going to help. I wish I could provide you with a length on the braces, and to create a building that's not going to fall over. But these braces in reality don't seem to help that much. Again, I've came up to buildings like this with braces on them, and they move. They just don't move as much. So braces usually go underneath the beams like this, and usually they have a beam connecting. They have 4 beams that are the same height in a building like this. I didn't draw it that way, but if it was drawn that way, then the braces would simply go underneath the beams instead of somehow tying into the rafter ties like we're showing here. Now, another thing I want to point out, if you have a building like this, and to maintain it, just make sure that these bolts are tight. You wouldn't believe the strength that you get out of something like this just by having these bolts tight instead of loose. And I say that, but that's kind of a common sense approach thing. You would believe that. I actually worked on a apartment complex one time, and the carports were all built like this. And I was taking all the temporary bracing off of them after the roofs were nailed, and the building started to lean over. And the contractor came out and, what the heck are you doing? I got chewed out for that, something I won't ever forget. And all I did was we went and we pushed the buildings back into their spot and tightened up these bolts. And I just couldn't believe that, I could see this job from the freeway, and I drove by it every once in a while. And I was just waiting to see these things on the ground. I just couldn't believe that it had stood up. So I'm not suggesting a building like this is going to fall down, but I think you can do a few things to the footings to make them a little stronger. And one of those things would be to make sure that the concrete footing is large enough. And I really can't provide you with a size on that because people are always asking me for structural dimensions, and I can't. This particular building, I think, is 10 foot by 14 foot, and 8 foot tall, and something like that. You put a 12 by 12 concrete footing in here, and it's sandy soil, it's clay soil, it's something where it's loose, it's going to need a different size footing. So this one here is 12 inches by 18 inches by 12 inches, but you might need to adjust the size of your footing. And if you don't know, you're not going to hire an engineer, just make it larger. Larger is going to be better. Or should I say at least most of the time. Now, another thing you can do will be to put a post into the concrete footing. I've seen this done plenty of times, and this really creates a strong structure. Just might need to make sure that the post is ground rated, something that isn't going to rot over time. Another idea would be to install some type of a brace. Here we have a 2-inch diameter pipe, and again, this would not be something that you would be using for a chain link fence. This would have to be heavy duty. You could bolt it to the post, and then of course make sure that it is embedded into the concrete. And the length on this, again, I really can't help you. You want it to be stronger, go up a little higher, make the footing a little deeper, right? All that stuff should make sense. Another idea would be to use some type of channel metal like this. Just make sure that it is heavy duty and strong enough to do its job. Something like this might also be a great idea, something that would wrap around the post. And of course, this is something you might have to pick up from somebody who manufactures products like these. It'd be nice to have some type of metal plate on the bottom to prevent the wood from being in direct contact with the concrete. And for those of you who are looking for something even stronger, how about a metal post embedded in the concrete with some type of a connecting flange at the top? And this should provide you with something nice and strong. And of course, 2 might be enough. And sometimes money is an issue, sometimes it isn't. 4 is going to be better than 2. But I just wanted to throw this in there because sometimes people are watching these videos and they're looking for a variety of different ideas. And this is just another one of them, of course. So 4 metal posts should be in a nice thick and large concrete footing, should create a nice solid structure, and you won't have to worry about it falling down on the ground, hopefully.